Good evening, good morning, and welcome to the live stream, the Thursday Fix. Here we are back in the formerly known as A to B Media Studios, but that's on Tuesdays, and now on Thursdays, it is the DLG Electric Studio.
On our first midweek show.
Yes. First midweek show. My name is David Good here with the Racing Addicts. I am alongside my fellow co-host, Mr. Alex Beitzel, who has his audio turned all the way up.
Apparently. Whoops. All right, we're good. Live shows are fun.
Yeah, it makes it more entertaining whenever you are doing something that you don't know how to do.
Yeah.
But we are here to talk about some midweek work. And of course, we start these two episodes, and it's possibly the slowest 2 weeks of NASCAR news in the past 5 months.
I know. I think all the craziness got out of the way in like June.
Yeah.
That's when like everything was falling apart. like
I said, man, Alex, there's so much going on every week. I feel like we need to have a midweek show. We start the midweek show. Nothing happens.
It's a short list, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe I was wrong, but this might be a quick episode. Who knows? I'm hoping that
we're good at rambling. We are quite good at rambling.
Let's be honest, like 80% of what we talk about isn't NASCAR anyway.
We could be politicians, really.
I mean,
but what you see here is.
So we were, I had stopped at Sheets on the way in this morning. And the cashier, so like, you know the guy that works the Sheets cashier guy?
Yeah.
He's got his Ohio State stuff all the time.
Oh, did you start a fight?
No, but he started a fight. He put on the credit card reader, like, let's go Buckeyes or something. I don't know what it was, but it was like offensive.
He's picking fights.
Oh, yeah.
Picking fights, boys.
I gave it to him. I said, you know why they call them the Buckeyes? That's because that's what they look at in the locker room. They're like, bend over, buddy. Let me look at your Buckeye.
Oh, my God. So who's winning that this weekend? Is Penn State good this year? I don't follow college football.
So Penn State is ranked, I believe, 3, and Ohio State is ranked 4.
So this could be a good game.
If they win, it'll be the first win that their coach has had in a real game, in my opinion. All the real teams they play, he loses against.
Gotcha.
So,
yikes. So the pressure's on.
Yeah, Franklin, we'll see if he does it.
I mean,
I don't know who I'm going to pick to win. I mean, I'd love for the Penn State Lions to win. We're live, Alex.
All I can think of is that old cabaret show.
How scared?
Meow.
Oh my God! Every time I hear that,
that's immediately where my head went when you did that.
It's because we had to edit it.
I know.
I don't know why I had to sit through that editing, but I did.
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh,
that was wow. Just wow. I mean, I know no one has any idea what we're talking about, but wow.
My wife does. She still brings it up too.
Okay, she'll know.
She'll know if she's listening. Meow. She's not listening. Are you?
Text your wife and find out.
If I text her meow, I bet you she'll text me back that chick's name.
Yeah, you should. Because I know that has frequently been my joke with your wife. Is that one? So, but we are midweek. We had a couple things break during the week. We had I'll kick it off first. So every now and then, you know, I'm driving or I'm working. Like the big thing is when I'm working in the office, I put something on this monitor like I'm ADD, if people can't tell. So I have to occupy some part of my brain while I'm working. So usually it's on YouTube and I throw up a lot of like old races. I'll just watch old races. Like I was working through the 2000 season for a while and then I just jumped around. Well, I decided to put on the 2021 Fall Martinsville race. It was the last Gen 6 Martinsville race. It made me sad.
Did it make you sad?
Because it was amazing.
Did it make you more sad than I am right now that you're my best friend and that's what you do for fun?
Well, fun is relative. It's when I'm working. Because this is where I work frequently. Like
Alex, Netflix.
I know. Well, I've been through NCIS 6 times. I've been through.
Pick a new show.
I know. That's the real issue.
Have you seen the new show they just came out with? NCIS Origins.
No. Oh, that's what the podcast was teasing, right?
No, the podcast is coming out next year. That's going to be NCIS Tony and Ziva. But this Origins show is of when Gibbs left the army, right when his wife and daughter died.
Okay.
And like his join of NIS, the original NCIS.
Yeah.
I know I sound like a nerd right now, but I was excited.
It's a great show.
Because guess what? I'm sitting there. So this is way off topic, but anybody who's watched NCIS knows about Gibbs, and he left. So he left the show like 3 or 4 years ago.
That's when the show ended for me.
Yeah.
So NCIS without Mark Harmon is not NCIS.
Well, in the first, he is like the voiceover for this show.
Okay.
So as soon as he starts talking, I'm like, oh shit, it's Gibbs. Oh,
there he is. There's our first cuss of the live.
Oh, I was doing so good. But anyway,
that was
so
funny. Anyway, there we are.
That had me
It's
hooked.
gone now.
It's here and gone. It's in the wave.
Oh man.
If we had a producer somewhere, I'm sure they'd be upset with me, but we don't. It's you.
It's a 2-man show. This is it. You are seeing the entire show. This is all you get.
Yes, we are. There's no screen. Like out on the other side of that window is the outside, and on the other side of that window also the outside.
The outside, yeah, with an air conditioner that is screaming right now.
Screaming.
I don't know why. It's not that warm.
So, with all that, I talk about the Gen 6 in Martinsville, and I feel like Homestead was a really good reminder of how good the racing was in the Gen 6 era.
Well, that's the thing, because that was honestly like a standard race, but I think we've had so much crap the last 3 years that's why we're like so elated after Sunday.
The poll was like 92%.
I thought it was wasn't it higher? I thought it was 94.
Well, when I checked
but it's
it was
high.
92.
I mean, getting 92% of people to agree on the internet.
What the heck is wrong?
That's
I said
amazing.
Heck there.
That's good.
Right on the fly.
Thank you.
I said
good.
the H and went right into heck.
And
What the heck is wrong with people? Who's that 8%? What do you want in a race?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, because that was stock car racing to me. Like what we saw Sunday was stock car racing.
It even had the spotters getting stung by bees. I mean, what more do you want?
So that has happened now like 3 times this year. Is there an inside collusion going on? Like, is NASCAR going after the spotters? Is this them saying they don't like DBC? They're just like
we know they don't like DBC.
Yeah,
because way too many people have opinions on that show.
Well, that's very accurate. But yeah, it's weird because I feel like this has happened multiple times now, and I don't know. Maybe Freddie Kraft and Brett Griffin and TJ Majors are on the NASCAR hot seat.
Oh, I do want to point out my new favorite point of the week is that TJ is on the download like every other week now.
He's literally kicked off his own show.
Well, my favorite. Well, he was on both this week, I guess.
That's right. He was.
But
yeah.
Last week, I knew it was going to be a regular thing now because Junior's like, my co-host TJ's not here this week.
Yeah, that's true. It was good.
Like, oh yeah, that means it's going to be good.
That's kind of where we're at. I like, and him and TJ actually are really good together.
Yeah.
So because TJ gives him crap, which is what you need.
He's like too close of a friend. It's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same idea. We just make fun of each other.
We're not afraid of making fun of you. So it was a good race in Martinsville. I don't know that this week's going to be a good race in Martinsville. I think the most important thing is going to be qualifying.
I think so.
And not getting wrecked. They say they're bringing the softest tire ever.
But
what does that mean?
Well, we're like an abused relationship partner at this point because I feel like we've been lied to so many times about this stupid tire. I just don't even want to hear it.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what that means.
Expectations are not low, but like mid-low.
No, they're definitely low for me.
Yeah. Hey, as long as the 12 wins, I don't care how boring the race is.
Well, he has a good track record of winning this race.
He's got a fantastic track record here.
I think the last 4 races, his worst finished is second.
Yeah. I think that's probably about accurate. Yeah. He's quite good here.
What are you going to do when he gets dumped in the last corner of this race by Denny Hamlin?
Toaster hot tub.
Toaster hot tub.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. That's the joke. So you might as well just.
Are you gonna do like a 4-gang toaster or just like
enough to get it done and no GFI receptacle? Like you gotta do it right.
So we gotta take the GFI out.
Yep.
Check. Okay.
Could do it in my kitchen because there's no GFIs in my kitchen.
All right. So next up in the news, Charles is. I don't know. I'm not even gonna try.
I think it's Denicky.
Denicky?
I think.
Den Ike?
That's like our last podcast.
Charles Den Ike to crew chief the Bubba Wallace next year. Is Freddie Kraft going to be there? Is our number one McDonald's buddy going to be McLovin' it? I don't know.
I hope so. I'm still mad they got rid of Booty. I thought Booty and Bubba had a good partnership, but I guess results you just expect more or something.
I don't know how much more you want to expect out of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I know he didn't have a win this year, but he was not disappointing really at all. I mean,
It's like Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. also don't have a win this year. Like it's not.
Yeah, and the reason he missed the playoffs is because they let these douchebags in, like Austin Cindric, even though he won a race.
Yeah.
It's like
Joey Logano,
Harrison Burton.
Oh, that's
Chase
right.
Briscoe. Like,
I'm totally forgetting.
These names like Bubba is consistently top 5.
That's the thing.
During the race.
Is he not like 12th in points? I'm pretty sure he's 12th in points.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I don't know why they're getting rid of him either.
I thought it was weird.
It could be they wanted somebody with more patootie and less booty.
Less booty.
No, I don't know.
And Freddie taunted it yesterday on social media saying, I'll announce my 2025 plans next week. So I don't know if he's just being ornery, because he does do that. Like he'll try to, send out some fake leads.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's leaving. Maybe he's leaving too. I don't know. Maybe they're totally overhauling that 23 team. But it'd be wild.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see that happen. Like I see Zane Smith doing that because his team sucked.
Right.
But he's going to a whole other car. But like, interesting, right?
Yeah. I'm not for it. I want Freddie Kraft and Bubba to stay together. I think that's a good partnership.
I agree. Well, I think they've been together for so long.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
like so long.
Yeah.
I don't see that changing. You can't just replace that.
I think familiarity with the spotter is more important than like new strategy techniques. You know what I mean? She knew. Oh my gosh, she knew. That's perfect. That's perfect. Meow. See, this is why she should be tuning into the podcast, because then she'd know. Yoder.
Maybe he's becoming a Yoder.
Ugh. Is he buying that Joe Gibbs Xfinity ride too? Is there any left to buy?
Oh. He will sell his soul to it. Never mind.
Ty Gibbs Racing.
Rockingham tickets are available. Are we going? When is it again?
So it's Easter weekend, but it's Friday and Saturday of Easter weekend. So I think in our last conversations, I'm pretty sure Mitch and I are at least going. I don't know if anyone else yet, but I would like to. I would like to make it work.
I think it'd be fun. I think it should be able to work. Easter weekend is a weekend.
But we obviously have to drive home Saturday. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. That's not an option on the table to miss Easter Sunday, especially since I work at a church. So that's kind of the big one. You know, Christmas Eve and Easter. Yeah, you can't miss those.
Cannot miss them.
But it's 6.5 hours away, and it's going to be a day race. So I'm like, because there's no lights at Rockingham, so like they can't run that late. So
that's true.
It's not like
Martinsville.
Yeah, that sucked. We're not doing that again. No more night races.
Isn't that farther away than Martinsville?
It's actually not by much. It's an hour and a half more, I think.
That's a lot.
I know, but it's also not ending at 11 o'clock. It's ending at like 5 or 6.
Man, that day was. I still think back to that day and.
Well, and what we would do is we would go down the day before. So the Saturday we wouldn't be waking up at 6 to drive there. Like we would be sleeping in. Oh. Right.
Okay, I'm starting to buy one.
See, all right. See, now we're there.
So for some
I'm
of the
excited. Track looks great.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Some of the only news really coming out this week: Connor Jones has been suspended for his retaliation wreck in last week's accident. I can't imagine anybody having a problem with this.
No. Honestly, I think it's very generous at this point. Yeah. Like, it's the biggest thing is going to be he's going to hit a point really soon where he's not going to be able to get rides because he's pissing off the entire Cars Tour, and now he's making his way through the NASCAR community. Like, it's just, I think people are done with him. Like, when he has been a news item line on every single NASCAR podcast this week, and none of it's been positive. And that is not the news that you want to make if you're trying to start a career. And he's 18 years old. Like, he might have gradated his career at 18 years old.
Yes.
So I don't know.
You never know. Maybe they can change. I mean, look at Carson Hocevar. He drove like an idiot in the trucks, and he still drives like an idiot in the cars.
I was waiting for that. I'm like, wait, nothing's changed. He is fast, though. He's fast. I think that's the difference. Because, like, Kyle Busch did a lot of dumb stuff, but he was winning when he wasn't doing dumb stuff. Connor Jones is doing dumb stuff and then finishing like 25th. So it's kind of like the John Hunter Nemechek line where it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't line up. So
All right.
My thoughts.
That's your thoughts. All right, so we're going to move on to the final four predictions. I have Mitch's.
His are wrong, but I'm just kidding.
So we'll let him go first just so we can pick around him. So his Martinsville winner, he is looking at the 24 William Byron to come in hot.
I appreciate that confidence. I do not see it.
I mean, why don't you just pick your pick?
Well, I think that.
Should I go first?
Yeah, you go first. Everyone knows who I'm picking, so
I'll
it's
pick
not
the
even
12.
important. Yeah, there you go.
No, I don't want the 12. I am picking, I think Kyle Larson's going to win.
Nice.
Sorry about you, Alex.
Hey, it's going to be wild because regardless, someone good is not making the Final Four.
I know, it's
Like,
wonderful.
that's what's crazy. But Joey freaking Logano is in it. Oh, I'm still mad about that. Still mad.
I'm not going to lie. The more I think about it, hate the game, not the player.
All you need is one fuel mileage win and a bunch of luck,
3 few mileage wins.
Actually, I have another point that we didn't talk about. The Here for the Speed guys actually did a deep dive into why Bowman failed tech, and it was really interesting. So we'll talk about that then.
Okay.
It was really good. For obvious, I don't think anyone's going to be shocked. I'm picking the 12 this weekend.
Oh, Ryan Blaney.
I know. Hey, you got to go Team Homer, and you talked about his track record here is phenomenal. And the irony is, right now he's out of the playoffs, but if he wins next week, he's the favorite for the championship. So it's where we're at, But I think he's going to get it done. And then as far as championship 4, maybe we'll just work backwards since the camera's already on me. I think the 20 locks in on points, and I think the 12 makes it by a win. And that is our Final Four going into Phoenix. And I'll tell you what, it could be a Christopher Bell year. I feel it. I actually feel it. Like, my bias in me says 12's winning back-to-back, but I think the 20 could win too.
Absolutely.
He's my number 2 pick, I think.
Yeah, he's also in my Final Four, but instead of the 12, I have Larson because obviously, if I think he's going to win,
right,
it would only make sense.
The math has to math.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not a liberal. It has to make sense.
We can't just pick up our own things.
No
Common Core here, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we are not talking about, what do they call it? What's the race one they do? I don't even remember anymore.
DEI. Not Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, but which I heard DEI is reopening soon too, like actual DEI, like
Really?
Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. I forget where I heard this rumor, but apparently they are looking at reopening it as a museum. So I'm hoping it happens. I don't know if that's a true rumor or not, but it would be great because I never got to see that place before it shut down during COVID. So are you researching? Yeah, see if you can find us some deets on that.
I'm not finding much.
No, okay, all right. Maybe it was a loose rumor. Not all rumors are accurate.
So now, what were you? Let's dig into this Alex Bowman deal.
Yeah.
What did you hear? Because I don't listen to podcasts.
Well,
I'm late.
so and again, I'm gonna give the credit to the Here for the Speed guides. They have quite a few connections of people that work in the industry, and apparently, so we already know this. We already know that NASCAR gives a 17-pound tolerance on weight. So by NASCAR standards, pretty much we all know every car is 16 and a half pounds light because every team is going to take every little inch of tolerance they can get. So what's interesting, water and gas weigh differently. Water is heavier than gas. It's by, I think it's 1.5 pounds per gallon. Water is heavier than gas. Or it's 2 pounds. I'm sorry, 2 pounds more. So what these teams have been doing, part of post-race tech, is they refuel the car, they top off fluids in the motor that burn off all that stuff, basically trying to make it as fair as it can be for the teams that the weight that you roll through tech with is the same weight that you roll out of the track with.
Yeah.
So what these teams have been doing, apparently, is they have a gas can that is mostly water, and that's what they use to fuel the car for post-race tech. Because then other weight that they lose during the race, whether it's like the lead in the water bottles, lead in the radios, whatever, they can then put the weight back in. And then obviously when they get back to the shop, they just drain it and whatever. But so apparently what happened was when they refueled the 48 after the Roval, they used a regular gas can and not the water gas can. And from what our buddies at the Here for Speed were saying, Bowman was 20 pounds under the 17-pound tolerance. But if you look at an extra 2 pounds per gallon and the fact that those things hold like 18 gallons of fuel, it's not hard to get back to that number.
Yeah.
Like the math is really easy. So very interesting. I mean, all credit goes to them. They're the ones that found this out. And obviously they're not naming sources that you don't get anyone in trouble, but it's very interesting. And it feels logical. Like,
it makes sense to me.
I mean, everything's there. It all lines up.
You know what the number one rule in racing is?
Ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And nobody likes second place.
Nope. Well, I think it was Brad Kay did some interview this year that he like full and stopped and he goes, all right, let's just get one thing clear on the table. There is not a single car in the Cup Series that's 100% legal.
Yeah.
It's like, so let's get rid of that idea right out of the gate that everybody is totally playing by the book, because nobody does.
There is a reason that you have these engineers figuring out how to be illegal legal.
Right.
Because it probably doesn't say like it has to be like 100% gas. There probably isn't a rule that says you can't dilute your gas, or it has to be this octane.
Right. Now, I'm sure there will be once more this is found out, but yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be like NASCAR has to provide the gas can or something crazy like that.
So,
but
okay.
Hey.
Then that's what happens. They change the rules because you're cheating and they get caught. But you're not
in the gray
cheating.
area. All in the gray area,
Yeah,
baby.
I mean, that's the whole point.
Yep. So I think Alex Bowman was the pawn that was sacrificed, because I'm sure the 5, the 9, and the 24 are all doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, which is exactly why Hendrick didn't want to dispute it, because they're like,
right.
Whoa,
Then they would have found out.
we used the wrong gas can.
Yeah. So what you see here is we were cheating, but you caught us.
The fueler is fired.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Bowman had to take the hit. So, and I'm still upset because it means whoever screwed up the fuel can is the reason that Joey Logano is in the playoffs
And is going to win the championship.
Oh, he's not. He can't. Anybody but Logano. I can't do it.
I think he's my pick.
Gosh, no, I just can't. I hope he gets wrecked in the first stage. I hope some driver is like, yeah, we're not doing this.
He is so good at, like, I know you hate him, but he's good. You can't deny that he's good.
He's good. He's good like 3 races a year. That's where he's at right now.
That's all he needs.
Apparently. And he's not even good. Like,
here, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Penske, 3-time champion, back to back to back.
Man, you would think I'd be excited about that, but I'm not. I just don't want it. I just don't want a Logano championship.
There's nothing like the underperforming car beating the overperforming car.
Yeah, nothing like the 15th place car taking the championship, you know?
Yeah.
It's just not, I'm not there. So, but it's, we got Xfinity too. We could chat through Xfinity.
Yeah, Xfinity. Hill Dinger are locked in. Who will be joining them?
Shoot, my phone is you doing the live stream. Let me pull this up.
I think it's going to be, that's trucks. We didn't do trucks.
There we go. I got it now. So right now we've got Allgaier and Custer above the cut line, Chandler Smith, Jesse Love, Sam Mayer, and Sammy Smith below the cut line.
I think that is how it's going to stay.
And you know what? I'm 100% with you. I really am. I don't see Chandler Smith showing up. I don't see Jesse Love showing up. Sam Mayer is the only one that makes me nervous because we talked about it on the podcast, but he could be 35th or 1st every week and nobody would be shocked.
Yeah.
Sammy Smith, if he finishes the race, I'll be shocked. But yeah, I'm with you. I think what we see is what we get. And honestly, the Austin Hill thing still shocks me. I don't know where that came from last week, but
I don't either.
He has been mid all year on anything but super speedway, and even super speedways he's been kind of mid. And man, Homestead, they just brought it. I mean, they freaking brought it and kicked everyone's booty.
Yeah, it was a general old-fashioned arse kicking.
Arse kicking. The RCR.
The RCR kicking. All right, so we did the predictions, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks. Who do we think is going to win at Martinsville for the Xfinity Series?
For the race,
Yeah.
I'm taking Ty Majeski. I like Ty Majeski. Or Lane Riggs. Oh, that's because Lane's been on it lately.
Lane has been on it. If you pick, we'll time out.
But Ty's also on the cut line, so pressure is going to be on. I think that pressure is going to equate to a win. So I'm sticking with Ty Majeski. I like that. I think the 98 gets it done. But Lane Riggs is probably going to finish top 3.
I'm clicking buttons.
You're clicking buttons.
Yeah, I'm going to go with... I'll go with Christian Eckes.
Okay.
I'm picking him.
Time for a little more momentum or something.
He's got to do something to stay in there.
Yeah, they've kind of disappeared the last... Really, him and Heim have kind of disappeared lately, it feels like. So, it is interesting.
Oh, I guess Heim. I could have picked Heim. Oh, well, I'm not picking Heim.
And as far as top 4, again, for me, I look at the truck's top 4. I think that's exactly how it stays.
That should be what it is. Yeah, I agree.
I don't see... Because there's a little bit of a points buffer, and I don't see any of them winning the race at all. So, yeah, top 4 is what it is.
Yep.
So...
All right. Well, I think that
be good.
Is that it? Are we able to wrap this live up?
I think so. I mean, I think that covers most of the things.
I don't know that I could say another word without swearing.
We are fully using up everything that we could do.
I am held back in my chair.
Troglodytes!
What's up with NASCAR? What?
NASCAR Chasm tweeted
during
our podcast, Troglodytes.
I swear to God, I said that way before.
I know.
I saw that. And on top of that, I'd never heard the word before in my life. And now twice in 1 week.
I know. I'm telling you, somewhere in this room, there is a bug.
Yeah.
And
Dirty Mo Media is listening.
They really are. Because I sent you guys a screenshot from Twitter literally right after we finished recording.
Yeah.
And Chasm had tweeted with the word troglodyte. And I'm like, what? Makes no sense.
Whatever.
So, hey.
Bunch of darn troglodytes.
If you're listening, just hire us. We're available. Yeah, it'll be fun.
We're like a driver with no money.
That's 1,000% accurate.
But we're also have no skill.
Yeah. But sometimes we're funny. Like occasionally.
Yeah, so says all
loosely.
our listeners.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Table 7. Is that the thing? Like when you end a song or something and like 2 people clap, you go, thank you, Table 7.
Thank you, Table 7. That's Alex, I know all too well.
Oh, how many rock shows did we do in Philly with 5 people in attendance that we're here
in
for exposure.
City full of people.
Yeah.
None of them on South Street.
Nope. Hey, you can come do this free show, but the exposure is going to be fantastic. And there's 5 people, one of which is like a 90-year-old grandma and
my wife,
and then and then the wives of the band.
The wives of the band.
Yeah, I was single at the time, or we would have had 6 people.
Poor Jordan. I don't think she's upset she missed that stage.
Gosh, it sucked. But at least we didn't make any money. You know, that's the good part.
That's true. We did waste hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It was fun though. I did like the one Echo One days, but I like making money now.
Money is.
Like now when I travel, I come home with a nice paycheck. Now it's like, I got $50.
Yeah.
The bar tab was $70, but I got $50. Oh my gosh.
On a good night.
Yeah, stupid music for exposure.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that's basically the second most lucrative thing next to racing.
Well, I was going to say, yeah. How's 2311 doing? Let's open the charts.
All right. Well, I think, do you want to say goodbye?
Thanks for joining, everyone. 12's going to win this weekend. Enjoy it. And praying Martinsville's good because I love Martinsville, and this is one of the best tracks on the circuit, and this Cup car has been an embarrassment to it. So I'm optimistic. Please, let's have 3 good races this weekend, but I'll take 2.
I feel like I've wasted so many trips going to Martinsville in the past couple of years. Like, this is the first year we are not going to Martinsville for either race, right?
That is true. Yeah, because, So it's...
What does that tell you? Because it's just not worth the drive. I would rather drive to Rockingham or anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere, but it's just the racing. It's same thing with Bristol. It's like...
That's where I'm at, too. And I love Bristol.
I want Bristol Dirt back. Just for something.
You know what's sad? Bristol Dirt was the best short track race with the next gen car.
Yeah.
I said it. There it is.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm whatever. But this is a great track. This is such a good track. And if you've never been in person, you should definitely go to the Saturday race and and experience like authentic stock car short track racing, because there is so much going on.
Well, the Friday race is going to be good too.
Oh, it's going to be nuts.
That truck race. That, you know, maybe we should go down.
Insane. Maybe we should and just drive back Saturday night.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we did that before. Yeah, it sucked.
No, just go for the truck race.
Yeah,
not the
exactly.
Xfinity
That works. And then drive home Saturday morning. But the Xfinity race at Martinsville, there's so much going on that the cameras literally cannot catch everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're in person, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, 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 whoa.
You're really missing. Like,
yeah.
that's the worst. You're like
It's
following
nuts.
one car and another one wrecks, and you're like, ah!
Yeah. And like you can see the tempers, you can literally watch them grow. Because I remember, again, we went in 2021, the last year of the Gen 6 there. And there was moments where you're like, all right, watch the 99 car. He's really pissing off that guy, and which not a hot take. Daniel Suarez making someone mad. And I'm like, just watch that 99 car, and then you just wait, and 2 laps later, boom, he gets sent into the wall. You're like, yeah, you can kind of see like it building. Like that's authentic stock car short track racing.
That's short track racing.
So hopefully we're back there soon. Love Martinsville.
Love it. Yeah, so that pretty much does it for us here at the Racing Addicts Podcast. Thursday Fix. Check us out on all social medias, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, which you hopefully are listening to right now, Instagram, and X. Thank you so much. My name is David. That's Alex. And we will be back next week.